Hello, Internet. The All Things YouTube live show is about to start. Tonight's topic is open Q&A. I also have one more feature of Stream Elements I would like to show you. There has been a copyright claim on one of my many YouTube channels. I want to talk about that. And we're getting ready for the countdown timer. As always, we'll flip over to the beloved Bald Spot Cam, and we'll get some awesome jams going. I always have a hot mic, so you never know what's going to happen. Britta is ready for baseball. So am I.
What you think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer.
Thumbs up for 180 episodes.
Never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves. We won't let the world burn away. Burn away. We feel.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. My name is Matt Haas. This is the All Things YouTube live show every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I am here giving you awesome business advice on the YouTubes, answering your questions, telling you what's new and different on the platform. You name it, I am here. And this is episode 180. I've done 180 weekly episodes. Am I nuts? Am I crazy? I might be. Oh, I love doing this. I love helping you get your stuff looking better on YouTube. I'm tired of the mediocre stuff. Get that off of YouTube. You don't have to spend time. You don't have to spend more money. Just make good decisions. Tell a good story. Capture good footage. Edit it well. Get your sound on point. Take over the world. That's what we're all about. Let's see who is here today. We have John Ventrini. Welcome. And Jamie is here as well, getting close to 200. All right. Robbins Buys and DIYs. Shalalala Productions. Cue the air horns for 180. You know it, brother. Marilyn's here. She's always dropping those lovely purple hearts in the comments. I love that. Jerry Brown from Polly Wants a Crafter is here. And I have noticed the new channel identification there on your icon. I'm loving it. Stepping up. Britta is here, ready to learn about YouTube, and she's ready for opening day of minor league baseball. I should say the home opener of minor league baseball in the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area. So am I. Harneal Media, that's my friend, Mr. Steve Nealon. He makes websites. A lot of websites. He makes more than I have. I've only made 107. He does 107 in a weekend. All right. Oh, yeah, look at that. The subs are getting up there. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, do me a solid, please. Help me out. I know. Almost there. Take over the world. That's what I'm trying to do with my YouTube empire over here. Don't know if I'll ever get around to taking over the world, but that's the goal. Oh, now, come on. I want to help you. I want to help you make your stuff awesome. That's my desire. JV knows what's up. Thank you, brother. Yeah, hey, we're going to be talking about this. I said we were going to be talking about this last show, and I didn't talk about it. The tipping service. You give me a tip, you'll get your name right here. You can overtake any amount. You can tip me $3. And you can boot him off of that spot. Top tipper, you would overtake that amount, but you could do that as well. This is a great way to get some screen real estate. That's open to you. I also have a Patreon. That's a repeating monthly donation. Let's thank my top patrons. Jerry Brown from Polly Wants a Crafter. He's here. He's in the chat. He is my longest supporter. Jerry Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Love Audio Production. Shalalala Productions, The Venture Forward, Driveway Workshop, that's Jim Bashir's channel, Harneal Media, Wit Profit, and Rich Vibes. Thank you for being top patrons. Quick paid ad. If you want to do a paid ad, get with me after the show and we can find something that works for you. The Venture Forward, that is a show about recovery. If you or someone you love is dealing with addiction issues, the host, John Ventrini, might have something for you. He knows his stuff, and he's an entertaining and awesome guy. Go check that out. Also, $1 patrons, thank you for your support. Speaking of the Venture Forward, this Thursday, the 14th, I am taking over the show. I am going to be the host of that show. It's a takeover. My topic is going to be something that people ask me about all the time. There it is. If you want to click this in a new window, in a new tab, click the set reminder button. I think that would be awesome. People always ask me, like, Matt, do you do life coaching? Matt, you always seem to have a great personality. You always seem to be having fun. What's the secret? Well, I'm going to tell you on Thursday, and how not to give a flip, which is a big part of the secret. So do check that out. That is Thursday. It'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Adam's Exploits is here. Hello. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. The all Stream Elements donations and the Buy Me a Coffee will trigger on-screen antics, flashing your stuff with a little sound. It'll be a lot of fun. And I'll trigger the hype horn $1 equals one hype press. That's going on all night long. If anyone wants a sticker, I will send you a sticker. Just give me an address. You don't need to donate, but hey, if you did, that'd be wonderful. You don't need to sign up for my email newsletter, but if you did, that would be wonderful. I am pushing email as my primary marketing source, so please get on in there. I'm packing it with tips and suggestions and free stuff, and as well as keeping you up to date with what I'm doing. Oh, here comes the big question. How's the studio rolling? I am 51.1% done. The studio's going really well. I'm gonna put a pause on it and get back to it Wednesday. So I'm gonna not do anything this evening, not do anything Tuesday, and then Wednesday I'm gonna get back at it. I had to buy this big chunkin' thing because this one was too small. Yes, that height difference it matters. I tried to bust through a 2x4 with the smaller one, and guess what? You can't do it. It looks like you can, but you can't. Also, if people aren't familiar, I am building a second streaming studio. Cover my face up here. You probably don't want to see my face. This studio here is where I'm at now. And like that's my chair and my piano. You can kind of see rendered there. Across the hall is this other room that I'm setting up. And I'm going to be able to stream from that room. And when I'm streaming from that room, I'm going to have 8 devices connected to this office. So I ran 50-foot cables. I ran cables for microphones. I ran cables for headphones. I ran a USB cable. I ran 3 HDMI cables. Not just any HDMI cables, fiber optic HDMI cables. And the HDMI and the USB jack into electricity to make them work that long of a distance. Yes, there are professional ways to get equipment very far away, and I have employed those techniques. Stuart Video is a channel that runs around the YouTube space, and he has been my consultant, hashtag not sponsored. He has a website called stuartvideo.com. He does low voltage installs for security systems. He's licensed by the state of New York, and he, hashtag not sponsored, but he told me about a lot of this specialty equipment that I had no idea existed, so I'm really happy about that. I know, Adam. I know. I have hundreds of dollars worth of cables going under this desk, up that closet. This is a closet right here. That's the door to the hallway. Up this closet, into the attic, and then I'm going down the other room. And, oh, I got some great news to share about this. One more thing about my studio, and then I'll leave it. This interior wall here, that's the wall I was going to fish down all the wires in between the wall. And my stud finder was giving me a false positive. I thought there was a horizontal 2x4 in between the vertical studs, meaning I wouldn't be able to get them all the way down without breaking out the drywall and doing some things. Nope. It is completely hollow and it has no horizontal things, so there will not be any drywall demolishing, drywall repair, repriming, repainting. Thank God none of that is going to happen, because this room, the interior paint job of that room, it is pristine. I was really not liking the decision of sawing a chunk of that wall out there, because the wall is perfect. It is perfect. There isn't a blemish on the wall. Anyway, so it's coming together. I should have pretty much everything in place Wednesday. I'm going to move the set pieces around. It is a bedroom. I'm going to have to move some furniture around, but I should be ready to rock next Monday. This show might not be in this office next Monday. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Thank you, Britta. Yes, 180 episodes. It's been a crazy ride. Sammy Superstar is here. Hello, Sammy. Sammy also gave me some consulting for my project. Thank you, Sammy, for your continued wide wisdom. Sammy has given me tech advice multiple times, and he's always spot on. Do not underestimate Sammy. I think he's 17 years old. He knows his stuff. At least you are free labor and not paying anyone else. Yep, thank you. Yeah, running cables in the wall, always a risk. I know. But, yeah. Oh, and here's a fun fact. The 2x4 wall structure in houses, they're 16 inches on center vertical. Well, I learned that top piece, because I drilled through the top 2x4, which you can see in the attic. There's not one, but two. There's two 2x4s you got to dig through. Because I finally got through it through some miracle and busting it up with chisels and things like that. Because, again, this was not big enough. Even though when you put a piece of wood on it, it is smaller. There's some interior dimensions and some other weird stuff happening. Yeah, there's two of them. You got to bust through two of them. That's why I stopped. I'm like, I'm not going through the second one. I got a little tired of that. So thank you. That is the studio build. Everything's being documented on All Things YouTube. So go subscribe over there. I have a whole playlist. I have a second studio playlist. I'm behind with the videos because I was cranking out these videos where I'm testing the equipment. My hard drive was full, and I had to purge it. It took an extra 2 hours just to kind of get the file. So I had to do some clerical maintenance-y type work. I know. Being a content creator, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's weird stuff you have to do on the back end as well. All right. I do have open Q&A all night long. If you asked a question and I didn't answer it, ask it a second time. I might not have seen it. Oh, you've summoned Lionel Richie with your comment there, John Ventrini. All night long, all night. Please don't summon Lionel Richie again. All right. Hey, last episode I talked about Stream Elements and how much I love it. It is a 100% free service. And it's not only free, it's the best service. Hashtag not sponsored. I can't even be an affiliate because to share the revenue, they're sharing $0. I'm going to talk about the tipping service. I showed this earlier. They'll give you one of these. Now, here's the thing about Stream Elements tip. I don't even know how this is even possible. They don't take any money for running the service. Like when you do buy me a coffee, they'll take 5%. Okay, that's fine. 5%'s not much. That's actually really good. They don't take anything. Now, there is a 2.9% processing fee from the credit card, and that's actually happened over there. There's a 2.9% fee from the credit card, and then they tack on $1 and a dime, $1.10 just to run the service. But it's so Stream Elements. What I'm saying is, the largest percentage of your money is actually going to make it to the creator you love if you use this. So it's the most lucrative to content creators. And again, it's free. I'm going to show you how to set that up. Jaden's here. Hey, Jaden. Yes, I'm 51.1% done, Jaden. I should be able to stream next Monday, my All Things YouTube show from the new studio. We'll see how it goes. Go easy on me. It's not going to be, Okay, let's talk about Stream Elements because I didn't talk about this. Okay, this is the Stream Elements interface that I'm logged into. And we're going to focus on this section, the revenue part. And I'm down here. I want to go down here in tipping services. So if you go to tipping services, or I'm sorry, settings, tipping settings, not services. I can read. You get to this main tab over here, this page settings tab. And this is what it looks like to the end user. Okay, now let's go ahead and set this up. So you can go to the settings thing, and now you can configure it. Now, you have to hook in a payment provider. I hooked in my PayPal, okay, MatthewHaasGeek@gmail.com. That's how you send me money. And yes, I do have the word geek as part of my primary email address. I'm a geek, baby. I'm loud and proud. All right, page settings. You put your current, it's pretty simple. Put your currency in, minimum amount, blah, blah, blah. Presets. I don't know how these got so enabled here like this. I don't remember setting these. I kept all things default. Message to your tippers. Your tip helps a lot. Put that in. Show leaderboard, show total now, and then tip panel setup. Oh, now, and this is your actual URL, which is in the footer here. It's also in the description of my video. And tip moderation, I didn't enable any of this. I just kept all of that off. But the point is, you'll get this URL, and then when you go to the URL, not surprisingly, you see what you saw there. And okay, so yeah, you can do the pre-enabled amounts. I don't know why it's $3.33, but you can put in your own amount. And then when you tip, it just comes up with a payment page. You can put in a credit card, or you can do PayPal. Hey, the thing about being a content creator is people either love PayPal or they hate it. Like, there's no in between. So if you're doing anything online, don't only have PayPal, because some people refuse to use it. PayPal it had a lot of problems, PayPal as a company. A lot of problems. Also, PayPal is not, I repeat, is not a bank. Therefore, it has no government oversight or regulations. It can do whatever it wants. Technically, it's a money middleman, whatever that is. So if they just want to boot you, they can boot you. They want to shut you down, not give you access to your money. They're totally, anyway, people have if you want to have your heart broken, go on YouTube in the search bar and type PayPal space horror story. It is gut-wrenching how awful PayPal used to be. I think they got a little bit better, but we have a question. Okay, so that is Stream Elements. Configure Stream Elements, and then go get your URL here, and then drop it in your marketing. Put it in your description of your videos. You'll be good to go. And anyone can do this with a channel of any size. I'm not monetized on this channel. I'm taking Stream Elements tips just fine. And then you can, on your overlays, you can make funny things happen. You know, subs and tippers and stuff like that. We went over that yesterday. Okay, let's get a question from Jerry Brown. And I think I answered that, Jane. Yes, it should be ready. No promises, but it should be ready. I set up Stream Elements on my computer. Then you were showing changing it online, and it transferred over, but it won't work for me. What am I doing wrong? Is there an import? I'm not aware Stream Elements has anything to do with the computer. Was it Stream Elements, Jerry? Was it a different service? Stream Elements, as far as I know, is 100% online based. When you say on your computer, do you mean like an app, like an executable application? I set up credit card option on my website because I hate PayPal, and it will not process virtual card payments like time payments or Affirm. Well, from what I understand, you saw how I had PayPal enabled up here, but the person can just put in their credit card. They're not locked in to PayPal. Now, PayPal will actually run the transaction, but they will take MasterCard, Visa, just typing it in. I don't know if you have a business or moral issue against that, but, just because you see PayPal listed here, that doesn't mean that an end user can't enter a credit card straight away, because they can. Maybe you can put in other payment services here. I don't want to disconnect. I don't want to disconnect this to find out. But I would maybe you can do Stripe. Maybe you can dump something else into there. No, it will reject you if you use Affirm at PayPal processing sites. Yeah. I mean, I do a lot of purchases using that, but off topic. Okay. Oh, yeah, Streamlabs is a very similar type thing. Streamlabs, I do not like. Streamlabs, maybe if I have time on this show, I'll tell you why I don't like Streamlabs. It's called Streamlabs OBS. Not to be confused with OBS Studio, which is an open source streaming platform, which is good. But Streamlabs OBS, not good. And Stream Elements, good. There's a lot of similar sounding stuff out there. Can you use Stream Elements tips with StreamYard? Yes. It's completely external of StreamYard. Just drop your Stream Elements tip URL in your description. Put your tip URL on your interface like I did here and like I did here, and just go. People can use it. Now they'll open in a new tab and they'll put in their stuff. Yeah. You won't be able to API into it. Like if you give me a tip, the little Donkey Kong's not going to pop up or Yoshi's not going to slide out, but you can certainly accept tips that way. Yes, absolutely. I have PayPal and Stripe set up for Buy Me a Coffee. Stripe isn't cheap. Yeah. I may need to just drop OBS and go straight to Stream Elements online. Well, now hold on. I mean, don't confuse these products, because Streamlabs OBS, which I don't like, and OBS Studio, which I do like, that's streaming software. Okay? So that is not dissimilar to this. So it'll give you a way to stream, put overlays on top of your stuff, call up Lionel Richie, do fun things like that. That's what Streamlabs OBS, which I don't like, and OBS Studio, which I do like, and Ecamm, which I'm using, vMix, which is a PC version. That's streaming studio. That's a streaming software. What Streamlabs is, that is not streaming software. Stream Elements. What Stream Elements is, it's not streaming software. Stream Elements is a companion to streamers. It is the tipping service. It is the widgets. That's a widget. It is the chat bot. It is the chat timers, things like that. So you wouldn't, for example, say, when I stream, my production is streamed through Stream Elements. That's not an accurate statement. Stream Elements is like an add-on software suite to your streaming software. Where do you get the Stream Elements tips URL, or is it in your description box? Well, where you get them is you come over to your Stream Elements main panel and you go under Revenue, Tipping Settings. And then once you're in Tipping Settings, it'll default to here. It'll default to Page Settings. Go over here to this one. Go to Tipping Settings. So I have tipping settings active now. And then if you scroll down, it's the fourth section. Let me close all these up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's right here. Tip panel setup. And then you touch this little pill field, and it'll copy to the clipboard. See how it says copy to the clipboard? That's how you get your URL from Stream Elements. And then what do you do with it? Well, you can put it in the description of your YouTube video. You can put it in your overlays. Well, that is an overlay. That's not the one I wanted. Here, you can put it in your overlays. You can put it on your screen. You can put it on your Facebook profile. You put it on your Facebook group, Facebook page. Drop it in Twitter. Scream it at the top of your lungs outside your house. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. As far as what Jerry was saying, just connect a payment provider and try it out. And if you don't like something, try and tweak it. Stream Elements bot is talking to you. Says to slap a big old like. That helps me out. All right, let's talk about copyright. Now, I get copyright claims all the time. Claim is it's a lot. What you don't want is you don't want a strike. You don't want a copyright strike. You want copyright claims. It is totally up to the person who thinks you're using their stuff to decide which of the two they want to give you, which is kind of freaky, but it is. Now, on my piano channel, every time I upload a video, I get a copyright claim because I do covers of commercial music, and copyright is, there's two different types of copyright. There's directly using the creative work that was published. So the published song, you're using it right off of the album. And then there's the melody. So if you do your own cover, you've infringed on the melody, which they own. It's intellectual property. So I get that all the time. But not often I get hit with a copyright claim that's fraudulent, that should not exist, where the person doing the copyright claim does not, in fact, have ownership of the creative work that they claim. And it's very frustrating. You don't. I don't think you can. I don't think you can't customize it. For example, the stream element, like I can't get rid of this name. I can't get rid of that icon. And the URL, I think, is the URL. You can do some other things at the domain level and do like a forward. So if you do this, see how I say allthingsyoutube.com/email, that's just a forwarding tool that I put on my website that just bounces you from that to the real email newsletter, which is something completely different. You could do that, but Stream Elements isn't going to give you anything. So if I do allthingsyoutube.com/email, so if this is what you type in, that's not what you get. Watch. Jumps. This is really what you're getting up here. allthingsyoutube/us20.list-manage.com/subscribe/gobbledygook. So you have to just get kind of website creative nerdy with it. All right, let me show you what's going on with copyright over here. Now I'm going to, there's my Thursday session on the Venture Forward. Oh, this is actually my Restream pair. You can also find this show on Awesome Fun Things. So let me switch accounts, which I hate doing when I'm live, but I just want to do it anyway. Hopefully I'm still live. Let me know if I'm still live. And we'll go to YouTube Studio of Awesome Fun Things, because this is where it happened. And Yeah, here it is. Look at this. So now this is a live stream I did. And I put like 20 seconds of music from Stream Beats, Harris Heller's free to use, free to monetize stuff. So it's not owned by the person who says it's being owned by. And this has been lingering forever. So I go in to see details. And if you look this up on the internet, you will find all kinds of nonsense. Latin autor, comma, Latin autor perf. This is an agency that governs 3 countries, I think. I don't exactly know what 3 they are, but they copyright claim everything. And they even identified the name of the track that I used. At least they did. Yeah, here it is. Lust. I know it's an odd name, but that is the name of the song. They do not own this song. Harris Heller does at Streambeats. So if you go to streambeats.com, this is Harris Heller's stuff here. And if you dig around in here, you can find the actual track that I played during that live stream, and it is all free to use. He has not contracted this Latin auteur at all. And this has been going for 17, well, it has 17 more days to go. So, yeah, it has been going for 13 days. For 13 days, they've been sitting on this. Or submitted on the 30th. Yeah, okay, today's the 11th. Okay, so it's been going 12 days because there was 31 days. Anyway, that's insane. Now, here's the thing about copyright. I've disputed it. You can see I put the dispute through, okay? You know what happens, right? So this Latin auteur said, that's my stuff. I'm taking the revenue from this. But I haven't even, it's unlisted. This was actually a live stream, but Matt, it's a live stream. It's stuck under your videos tab. It's not over there. I edited it. Like I paused at the beginning. Like I like my content just to go. I don't like 4 seconds of silence. Anyway, so I cropped it out and it made a new video. And it's that new video that got claimed. This same content appears over here. Yeah, right there. Oh, they copyright claimed it. I was going to say they didn't copyright claim this one, but now I guess they did. Oh, I'm gonna fight it. Select action. Dispute. See that? I don't know if I can. Yeah. I'm disputing it. And then it tells you, I'm just going to go over this process. Hey, Kevin Michael Reed is here. Hello. There are so many of those agencies putting claims on a ton of crap. Yeah. What are those URL destinations? Oh, okay. I make my own. I will tell you what I use. Dave Gatton's here. Hi, Dave. He loves my piano exploits. Glad you're here, brother. Portal Woodworks. What the blue blazing Sam heck is going on in here? I'm talking about copyright claims. I'm going to fight this copyright claim while I'm live. You're going to watch me go through it. I think this is fun. And it says, remember that the following are not N-O-T. See that? Not. The following are not valid reasons. I own a copy. That's not valid. I'm making money. Nope. I gave credit. Nope. So I'm going to say my dispute isn't based on any of these. And then you continue. And then you say, select the main reason you're disputing this claim. It's not original content. I have permission. I do. I'm not claiming fair use, and I'm not claiming public domain. I have permission to use this stuff from Harris Heller. He gave worldwide public permission to use all of his stuff. They do not own this song. I'm going to continue. I have permission. See it? There it is again. Continue. The song in question is owned by Harris Heller. It's from his Stream Beats collection. Release this claim immediately. My video does not infringe copyright. Look at all these you got to go through. I understand that the claimant will be able to review my video and dispute rationale. I understand that filing fraudulent disputes may result in the termination of my YouTube account. Boom. Put my full name on there. Submit. Now, here's the deal. If Latin Tour, which is a huge company with large amounts of money, huge resources, if they decide to not accept my counter dispute, I'm going to court. I need to get a lawyer, file. There will be a court date filed. I need to go to court. Why? Because YouTube is not the decision maker in this. This is a fight between two parties. I know that music is not owned by and is not managed by Latin Tour. And they should be kicked off the YouTube system, this Latin Tour place, because what they're doing is fraudulent. Why are they copyright claiming if Harris Heller gave his permission? Well, if I end up going to court, I will have an answer to that. The idea is they hope no one fights it. They hope no one puts up a fight. And you saw this has been 12 days and still nothing since I filed that one claim. I just noticed it over here. It was not on my live stream. Because remember, I said this video exists twice. This is public, but my edited version, which is only edited by a couple seconds, this was claimed right away. This one wasn't for some reason. I'm not letting it go. But isn't that scary? Like if they decide to get stubborn, you got to go to court. Do you know how much it costs to go to court? Multiple thousands of dollars. This is just it. Like this isn't a game, people. So never do what I did. Never dispute unless you got the cojones to actually end up in court. Now, I'm not made of money. I don't have money to go to court, but I know that this company doesn't own that. See, the thing about life is it's not always enough to be right. Being right is not the end-all be-all. I'm right. But do I want to be right and out $10,000? Like, that could happen. Now, from what I can gather, this cowardly Latin Tour will back down. But they're being jerks about it, and I think they're going to wait till the 29th day, because I think they have 30 days. Oh, he does. Sadly, he does. He has lawyers on the ready 24/7, which isn't cheap. What do they gain? They gain the ad revenue. If you go to that live stream, there's an ad on it. I can't tell because I have YouTube Premium. But if someone were to go to that live stream, here, I'll drop it in the chat. And if someone wants to open it in a new window, you tell me if you see an ad. Now, if you have YouTube Premium, don't do this exercise. If you see ads, like, does this have an ad? Please let me know. Open in a new window, please. Okay. So I just put that in the chat right there. If someone could click that link in a new window and see if you see a skippable or even non-skippable ad in the beginning, and then come back to the chat and please tell me what you found out. I would appreciate that. Polly Wants a Crafter, Jerry Brown says, even my uncle making all my music and being originals, someone could hit me and claim it, but having to fight it takes views away from your videos. It does. It does. If people get into YouTube because they want to share their passion with the world, and then they find they're doing all of this nonsense paperwork, busy crap, dealing with legal issues, it's quite the dark side of content creation, but it's a very real reality. And when you have original work, what could happen is someone could take that original work, put it through the system, claim it's theirs, and then hit you with it. A lot of people have done that, where the original artist does like one or two songs that get popular, and then someone else claims it and pushes it through. And sometimes it happens by accident. Like sometimes, like a news company will take something, and it could be part of the news segment, but since they're all hooked into the content ID, because they're an industry professional and they have access to content ID, is the formal name of YouTube's system that checks for this stuff. Only a small percentage of creators actually have it. But like traditional companies like television broadcasters, they get it automatically, which isn't fair. But yeah, so if like there's a snippet of a song in a news segment, and since it's kind of caught up into their system, they can smack the original owner, and that has gone to court before. And it's like, the technical system YouTube has built is fallible. It's not foolproof. They've tried to make it as best they can, but there's ways to skirt around it. And there's intentional and unintentional ways that it can hurt you. Latina Stream Queens is back on the channel. Welcome back. If you have Epidemic Sound, they protect you. Yes, they do. That is a great service. A paid service, though. I'm using free, royalty-free music. Kind of like a domain name, I get laps that I got grabbed by squatters. They want... Oh, yeah. I know all about that. If you let your domain name expire, it goes back on the public marketplace. Someone could buy it up and try and resell it to you. It's very common. You have to make sure that you renew before your year runs up. Yeah. That's how I got this address. The misspelling of my name, Matt. My last name is Haas. But I have this misspelling which I bought because the owner let it lapse. And it just comes here, tells you how to spell it right, and then auto forwards to the correct URL. There it is. So now 8 seconds later, it goes to HAAS. But what you said there, Jerry, that's how I got it. I clicked no ad. Okay, well, that's unusual. They've claimed it. Let's all just quit YouTube. That'll show them. Who's with Dave Gatton? I'll stay on YouTube, Dave. All right, well, I could talk about... People don't like that idea. How could anyone ever spell your name wrong? Oh, it's very common. Yeah, very, very common to get misspelled that way. It's actually a very odd... I mean, just going by English, when you have two vowels, you make it long. Just reading the word, it should be haze is the way you would naturally say it, but English is kind of funky. It's Haas, like you're laughing, ha ha ha, with an S at the end. Haas, that's how you actually say it. Also think of Hassenpfeffer. That's also a way to remember it. Okay, I'm going to pull up a file. I'm going to show you how I do my forwarding. Because remember, you saw that forward? There was a question earlier. What are some services that do that? I don't know any services. There are some free ones out there. If people know a URL forwarding service, I guess Bitly will do it. Bitly is one, and there's a couple other ones. But this is the way I do it. I do it the way that Steve Nealon from Harneo Media will probably appreciate. Okay, now I'm not sharing my screen yet, but I'm going to find a file. I'm going to show you how I do this. Just give me one moment while I surf around. Yeah, there we go. Open with BB Edit. Okay, yeah, here we go. I'm about to share in one moment. Move to new window. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to show you how I do this. Hassenpfeffer! Matt was named after a CNC. Yeah, there's a 5-axis CNC machine called a Haas? That's how you say it. Do you have a Haas? Yeah, okay, cool. Rebrand.ly. Yep, that's another one. I have it on my web server service. I will never let that one lapse. Good. Here's how I do the forwarding. Now, it's kind of geeky. So I have a web page called index.html, and I put that in a folder called icon. So when you go to my website, allthingsyoutube.com, and just go to the folder, not the folder / index.html, just the folder, then it triggers. 1 second, boom. And then you land on the pay page here. So this is how I do it. I create my own web page. This is all the web page is. It's 13 lines of code. You get the normal header stuff. And the body has the HTTP refresh, 0 seconds, and then the URL. So this is where it's going to forward. So if you load this index.html page, which will load automatically if you land in the folder. Remember, I did allthingsyoutube.com/icon was the folder. I didn't put index, but index.html will always be the thing that loads if it's not declared, if you don't type it in. And then in case someone does have a split second to read what's on the screen, I do have this statement here: Stream Deck icon store from All Things YouTube, auto jump to this URL in 1 second. I did say once, even though it's technically loads 0 seconds, it still hangs for a moment. And then that's how I do my forwarding. And then when I do that, I can have, not that, like I can have this on my branding. So I can have allthingsyoutube.com/icon. I use that method. That's not one. What's this? That's not one either. Okay, here we go. allthingsyoutube.com/sticker. Same thing. I have a folder called sticker. Inside that folder, I have index.html, and then I have a forward to the actual sticker location. So if I go allthingsyoutube.com/sticker, then it goes to this URL. Okay, that's how I do it. Now, here's one more pro tip about this. When you express this written on screen, I do the human readable, friendly way, the way that I've done. But when I drop actual links in the description that turn into hyperlinks, then I use this URL. There's some weirdness that goes on where platform owners like YouTube could perceive that hidden URL because, this is kind of hidden. Like the real URL is behind this. So it's kind of hidden in a way. They can perceive that hidden feature as maybe suspect. And I don't want to make anyone think I'm doing something nefarious, or not person, but I don't want a computer system to kind of sense something I've done that could be seen as nefarious. I hope that's making sense. So the bottom line is, when I display it or speak it, it's always the human readable one. But if I have it in a hyperlink, I choose the actual real gobbledygook, one. Hope that makes sense. A redirect is like a hijack. Yes, it's kind of there's nothing bad happening, but bad people sometimes use that same technique. Does that make sense? When you're a content creator, it's all about minimizing risk. If I put those human readable URLs in my description, will things be fine? Probably. But I'll know for sure they'll be fine if I do like the long one in the description. Just that type. That's not that. It's that type of thing. Do you change your YouTube picture from time to time? It's a picture of my girlfriend from my choir concert. Oh. No. I set it and forget it. Although I am, there's always edge cases. I am slowly starting to tweak my logo. I made the word, I shouldn't even say this, the word YouTube, I made that word a little bit larger because I had it that size for a reason. I think it was so it fit in a circle shape a little bit better or whatever. But so I have changed the All Things YouTube logo on the YouTube channel. So if you go to I'm not on YouTube proper. Hold on. I'm not on YouTube proper there. Hold on. Oh, and I'm not sharing either. One moment. Yeah, so this, if you look at this logo, it's a little bit different than what's in the bottom corner. And same thing up here. Oh, and I redid my banner too. I put my face in the banner. I thought that was kind of clever. I don't know if it is or not, but yeah. So this, it's slightly changed. So I will tweak it. But other than that, I keep it. Even my on my Facebook profile, it's this image, and I don't. People are like, you got to change that image, Matt. You lost weight since then. Blah blah. I'm like, I'm keeping it. I keep it. I set it and I forget it. Just what I do. I was on a 10-year-old photo of myself, so I went to the logo of my company. Branding is key. I hope. Yes, branding is key. I had my logo, but I like my picture better. It's prettier. I think so too. I have my face as in my banner. Yeah, that's another thing people say is you should put faces in thumbnails and on the banner. It's what the conventional wisdom is. It's not a hard and fast rule. It helps in most cases, but yeah. So yeah, I generally set it and forget it, but you never know. Has anyone been checking out my other show, Super Terrific Awesome Show? Yeah, Friday nights, baby. Super Terrific Awesome Show. I also stream Monday through Friday. Both of those are on this Awesome Fun Things channel. Go check that out. And I'll be doing episode 8, I think. Episode 8 this week of the Super Terrific Awesome Show. Sandy Archer and myself do that. And it's a lot of fun. I am taking over John Ventrini's The Venture Forward channel on Thursday, 8 p.m. So go, please right-click the. I guess that's the one on my Awesome Fun Things. I'm also anyway. Find that show and go watch it. I'm really working hard to make that an awesome show on how to be happy and how not to give a flying flip. And next week, which might be my new studio. New studio, people. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. No promises, but I'm going to try and be in my new studio next week. I'm so excited. So since you got that copyright claim, are you not using that music anymore? No, I'm still using it. I'll keep disputing it. Hopefully YouTube will recognize there's a lot of disputes happening, and maybe they'll do something about this Latiner tour. 181 in the new studio. Yeah, baby. 180. These are a lot of weekly live streams. That really is a big... What should I do for 200? Someone get me offline of suggestions I can do for 200. Yeah, there's no reason not to change your picture. I just don't like to because I don't want to confuse anyone. Super Terrific Studio Show. Yeah. All right, I'm leaving it here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being awesome. Follow me over on All Things YouTube. Those videos are coming out hot and heavy. All of this gear. There's been some really fun realizations, and things haven't all been turning out the way I thought they would be on my studio build. So if you're in the figuring out what gear works and the troubles and solutions I've had to put in place, it's all out there for you. There's even a playlist called Second Studio Playlist or Second Studio Build. Go check it out. I love you all. Take care. Catch me on Thursday on the Venture Forward, where I'm taking over his full channel. It's going to be nuts. All right. Bye, everyone.